Good morning. Today we're going to learn about the color wheel. I'm here with Charlie at the kitchen table.
Hi.
We've been designing some color wheels here, as you'll see. We have a sketch of a color wheel here that you're going to make. We have a picture from a book. This is what we're going to make with the color wheel. You also have another circle drawing with a compass. If you have a compass, you can use that. So let's grab some stuff today. And this is a nice mixture of science and art. So what do we need, Charlie? Probably need paper, some rulers, or a ruler.
Yep.
If you have a compass, that'd be nice.
You might not, but.
Might not, but okay. Glasses work if you want to trace that for a circle. Erasers, markers, colored pencils, or crayons, anything that makes things colorful. Even paint?
You could even use paint.
Yeah, even paint. All right, so grab some art materials, pause the video, and come back. We're going to make a color wheel.
Yep.
If you don't want to make a color wheel on using paper, you could also make a color wheel.
Like using online or Google Docs, something like that.
Yeah, on the internet. If you want to make something using your computer, the color wheel, go ahead.
Yeah.
But we'll show you how to make a nice homemade version.
So you can hang it up on your wall.
Very good. Okay, so what we're going to start with is a circle on our paper. Charlie, circle.
Okay. Should I do it right now?
Yeah, go for it. And throughout this video, we'll pause and so you guys
Speed it
can,
up,
yeah.
So you guys don't have to stay with that.
Now you have a circle. You're going to start with a circle, and then you're going to make a triangle in the middle of that. And this circle doesn't have to be perfect, and the triangle doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using.
You want to make it pretty big, but you don't want
Right.
to make it.
So if you want to, start with a little dot at the beginning, kind of, and then say, okay, I think that's about there, and that looks about like a triangle if I connect those dots. Don't you think? Maybe something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Dad, you like this?
Yeah, I like that. Okay, now lightly draw that triangle and connect those. So you should have this triangle sitting in the middle of your circle. Well, that's all right. Let me help you. Okay.
There we go.
Here, connect that dot right there to there. Here, I'll hold it for you so you can connect it. Okay. Good.
There we go.
Then we'll connect that dot to that dot right there.
To this dot.
Good. Okay, now let's go ahead and, it looks great. Now let's go ahead and make another triangle that's
Like that.
like this one's right below it, that dot.
Like that.
Then that dot is actually in between.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
about like that,
Then
about like that. So then connect those two dots. Can you do that? Good.
No.
Connect those two dots. Whoop. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's fine. Just erase and
You need a good eraser for this. That's why we have
And
lots
then
of
connect those.
erasers.
so what you have here is a six-pointed star kind of thing,
It
right?
looks pretty cool.
Looks pretty cool.
You could even use this for your actual drawing technique.
Sure.
You want to make like a cool thing.
Yeah, you're even making like a work of art here, aren't you? So we got 6 points. Now you can take something to make circles if you want, or you can just make circles on your own. Do you want to use this?
Or you could use a bowl for this too.
Yeah, sure. Or you could even use the triangles here as the colors if you wanted to. I'm going to put circles around here.
But you don't have to do the big circle around it either.
That's right. I'm going to put circles around it. So we've got all our circles around at each point of the star. And now let's go ahead and write or color our primary colors. Do you know what the primary colors are, Char? You learned that in
Yeah.
first grade, didn't you?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. What-
Easy stuff.
All right.
Red, blue, and yellow.
Good. So we're going to make the three primary colors on this
The-
triangle. So go ahead. Which color do you want to start with?
I'm going to start with yellow.
Okay, start
Yellow goes at the top.
with good. And then we'll go to
Yeah.
red.
And then, yeah, red. Red goes about right
Yeah,
here.
put red down there. So yellow goes at the top, and then red goes down here for this guy.
And then blue goes about right here.
That's correct. Blue goes right there on the color wheel. Okay.
There we go.
So these are the three primary colors. We call them primary colors because you can't mix other colors to get them. So you can't mix any colors and get yellow. You can't mix any colors and get red. You can't mix any colors and get blue. So we have the three primary colors on our color wheel: yellow, red, and blue. All right, so we're going to label those the three primary colors. We're then going to make the three secondary colors where we mix these colors together, and you probably know this one as well from before. We'll also title this the color wheel somewhere on there.
And I'm going to tell you something else. You do not have to do this. We just did it because we wanted to. We're extra.
So let's go ahead and make the three secondary colors. So what do you get when you mix yellow and red?
You get orange.
Orange. So go ahead and color that in. Orange there. I'm going to go ahead and start labeling mine the colors that they are. Okay? And what do you get when you mix red and blue together?
You get violet.
Violet. Good. Or purple, right?
Yeah.
Is that purple right there? Okay, I'll go ahead and test that guy out.
There's
All right. So that purple's another secondary color. And then what do you get when you mix blue and yellow together?
you get green.
Green. All right. So green is the other secondary color. All right. So on our color wheel here, yep, here's the green. We've got yellow, orange, red, violet, blue, and green. So these are the three primary colors and the three secondary colors. And let's go ahead and label those with a P for primary, if you can see it, and an S for secondary. But wait, there's more.
Wait.
There's not just primary and secondary, there's tertiary. So an easy way to remember this is primary means one, like primary in education. Secondary means two, like
Yeah,
secondary part, second. And tertiary means three or third, T-E-R-T. That can help you remember that. The next step on the color wheel is now to make tertiary colors. So if you have crayons or something,
Yeah.
you might have to actually mix those two together. We tried to find colored pencils that worked between those. So when you make a tertiary color, let's start with yellow and orange. The tertiary color is always named after the primary color first, and the
And
secondary
then
color
the
second. The secondary second. So what do you get when you mix yellow and orange?
You get yellow orange.
Yellow orange. Boom. What do you mix when you get? What do you get when you mix red and orange?
You get red orange.
Red orange. Okay, so find our red orange there, and now we're making our tertiary colors. And when we come back, we'll see an entire color wheel. See if you can figure out all these tertiary colors.
Yep.
So we have our whole color wheel completed. Looks pretty good.
Colorful.
Colorful. So let's start here and say we have yellow, right? Yellow up here, red down here, blue right here. Those are the three primary colors. Then we have orange, violet or purple, and green. Those are the three secondary colors. Then in between each of those colors, we have tertiary colors like yellow orange, red violet, blue green, yellow green. And we completed the color wheel with the 12 basic colors in color theory. You ready for a couple more things? Sure? All right. Analogous. Analogous is a fancy word, isn't it? Analogous. A-N-A-L-O-G-O-U-S. Analogous. What does that mean, Charlie? What do analogous colors mean?
And it's the color across from
Close. That's the complementary.
The opposite. No.
Analogous are the colors
There's
that
that,
are.
That's are the three like colors, like orange or like red has a section, yellow has a section, blue has a section, basically.
Good.
So that's basically their group almost.
Right. It's colors that are next to each other.
Yeah.
So on the color wheel, colors that are next to each other. Let's look at red. For example, if we start on red, if we take some colors that are next to each other, we could have red, red-orange, and orange. Those are what we'd call analogous colors, those three.
So
You see that? So you could draw some lines between some analogous colors. Let's go over here to blue, right? Maybe blue, what's an analogous color to blue? Can you name one? An analogous
purple.
color?
Well,
What's right next to it?
blue violet.
Blue violet. So blue violet is analogous to blue. And you know what? Yeah, even all the way down to violet. So that little section there of the color wheel, those are called analogous colors. All right, maybe go up here and you have green and yellow-green and yellow. Those might be analogous colors right in there. Make sense? So usually when we say analogous colors, we mean colors that are next to each other. On the color wheel, usually 2 or maybe 3 colors. Complementary colors, that's the last thing we're going to learn here. Complementary colors, what are those? Do you know?
They are things that are across from each other.
Good. So for example, violet or purple,
Purple.
which color is across from it directly?
Yellow.
Yellow. So if you want to draw a dotted line or a line here, those are complementary colors. So from yellow to violet, that's complementary. How about from blue? Where does blue go across on the color wheel?
Blue goes across from orange.
Orange. Good. Yeah. So those are complementary colors. And red is across from green. So green and red are analogous. Excuse me, I keep on saying analogous. Green and red are complementary colors. A little fact about complementary colors, believe it or not,
Yes.
is that when you have them, red is across from green, and green
It's
is made of
blue and yellow.
So when you go across the color wheel to your complementary color, blue is across from orange, and orange is made from the 2 primaries, yellow and red.
Right.
Yellow is across from violet. Violet is made from 2 primaries, blue and red. So that completes that part of the color wheel. Analogous, once again, are colors next to each other, like red, orange, and orange. Complementary colors are colors opposite from each other, or across, like yellow and violet. One final thing on your color wheel is this idea of warm and cool colors. So warm and cool colors are something you could use in art or something you could use in design. And the color wheel has what we'd call warmer and cooler colors. There's no exact line, is there, Charlie? No.
We don't even know.
We don't even know the exact line. So what would you call the warmer colors?
I would call, this is just my opinion, I would call up until green to red purple or red violet. I would call that the cool section. Those are kind of like the darker colors.
Good. And they kind of have a cooler temperature or feel to them, don't they? And then what would you call the warm side?
I would call the warm side yellow green to red. I know red might be a little dark, but I think it's still on this side.
Right. So I'd go ahead and label. Yeah, good. I'd go ahead and label this side somewhere the cool side, and this side is the more warm side. Cool?
Cool?
All right, is that about it, Char? We wrapped up the color wheel. So make sure you finish your color wheel in some way, even if you did it paint, crayons, on the computer, colored pencils. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, we're just going to use this as a reference.
Just one rule. I would not do it black and white. Then it's not a color wheel.
That's true. That's true. Final thoughts, Char?
That's a no-go.
Oh, no good. All right. Any final thoughts on our color wheel, kitchen table?
Wait.
Well, we have something to say to him?
Okay. Okay, wait. Oh, yes. Stay safe and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out, dudes.